Alright mga kababayans, good day. I'm Arianne from AMA Tours and I am your tour guide for today. Let me take you to the Pearl of the Orient of the Philippines, Manila. Welcome! You just have arrived at Ninoy Aquino International Airport, formerly known as Manila International Airport. Kindly follow me on our way to our bus and let's start to explore and enjoy the day. Mabuhay! Hello! Magandang umaga. I'm your tour guide for today's trip. Remember my name? My name is Arianne, but you can call me simply Yan. And this is our ship captain, Mr. Cardo Dalisay. Say hi to Mr. Cardo. Oh, and speaking of clap, always remember the word claps. The first and most important thing is letter C. Clean as you go. As they say, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints, and kill nothing but time. Speaking of time, remember letter L. Let me request to synchronize your time with mine. Time check. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. All done? Alright, let's proceed to A. Alert. Stay alert and make sure you're still with the group. Okay? Let's have a head count. 1, 2, 3, 40. Fantastic. I have flags and whistle to indicate signals. Once I whistle once, it means you can roam around the vicinity and the area. If I raise the green flag, it means you only have 10 minutes left. And if I raise the red flag with very long whistle, it means we're on to our next spot. Let's proceed to letter P. Precautionary measures. Always wear your face mask, face shield, and always bring your alcohol with you. Also maintain social distancing with proper respiratory hygiene. Do not hesitate to approach me if you have any concern or you need medical attention. I have a first aid kit with me for minor injury and I can contact the nearest hospital in case of serious accidents. And lastly, letter S. S stands for secure your belongings. Do not leave your things unattended. Is that clear, mga kababayan? Alright, on behalf of AMA Tours, I'd like to welcome you all to the capital and chief city of the Philippines, Manila. But before that, please sit back and enjoy the view as we enter the city. In just a few minutes, we're going to be pulling up in our first destination, the Rizal Park. Alright guys, are we all here? Alright, this is our first destination, the Rizal Park. Rizal Park is also known as Luneta Park or simply Luneta. It is considered as one of the largest urban parks in Asia, covering an area of staggering 58 hectares or 1/4 acres. While it's popularly known for being the site where the Philippine national hero Dr. Jose Rizal was executed, Rizal Park is more than that. Considered as one of the most historical places in Manila because this is where Jose Rizal was executed on December 30, 1896, the day led to a revolution. His remains are dumped in unmarked grave at Paco Cemetery, but in 1898, it was transferred to the Rizal Park Monument in Luneta. Before it was known as the site of Rizal's death, it began as barely habitable marshland, then became a hub of Spanish leisure class, originally named as Bagong Bayan or New Village. The park's proximity to some government offices, its accessibility from the new country homes being building in the outskirts of Manila, and the fresh air it brings from the sea is a respite from the tropical heat. That's why it was an ideal spot for the Spanish and Manila elite seeking comforts. The Luneta Park Tagalog draws its name from the word lunet, meaning crescent-shaped structure for defense used in fortifications in 17th to 18th century. Luneta Park then became the capital's killing field, the place of martyrdom of 3 secular priests falsely accused of leading an uprising. These are Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinto Zamora, or also known as Gumburza, and of course, Jose Rizal's execution site. Giving you some fun facts. Number 1, 3 popes held mass here. The popes are Pope Paul VI in 1970, Pope John Paul II, 1995, knowingly holding the record for the largest papal crowd in history from the Guinness Book of World Record, with an estimate of staggering 4 to 5 million attendees. And the last one is Pope Francis in the year 2015. And also, it is a usual venue of various attempts to break world records. If you look to your front, you can see the famous Rizal Monument. It is a 42 feet standing bronze sculpture of Rizal set on a granite base, which his remains are interred inside. Aside from enjoying and spending time inside the park, there are also tourist spots near Rizal Park that you can visit and check it out. Number 1, National Museum. Number 2, relief map of the Philippines, which is located in the middle of the park, Chinese and Japanese garden, and also the monument of Lapu-Lapu. Alright guys, did you see that? Alright, I'll give you 30 minutes to roam around. Alright, we are down to our last spot, which is the Fort Santiago. Fort Santiago Intramuros was constructed to serve as one of the Spaniards' main defense lines. The old Fort Santiago was made of logs and earth and was destroyed in 1574 after the Chinese pirate Lin Feng or Lima Hong launched an almost successful siege of Manila. The Spanish army repelled the attack but realized it was too damp, so they rebuilt it in stones, which is now the present Fort Santiago. Well, as you can see, it was built in 1593 and was already constructed using volcanic tuff, or what we call adobe. Then the Spaniards converted it into a prison cell for the resistance fighters and political prisoners. Among the most notable and famous prisoner in Fort Santiago was our national hero, Jose Rizal. He was imprisoned before his execution on December 30, 1896. The cells could hold about 100 people at most, but after World War II or World War II, almost 600 decomposing bodies were found piled on top of each other inside Fort Santiago. Alright guys, that will be all. Are you done roaming around? Alright, now it's time to go back to our bus. Alright guys, are we all here? Alright, let's do the head count. 1, 2, 3, 40. Perfect. Alright, did you enjoy the tour? I hope you do. It's sad to say that this is the end of our trip on behalf of AMA Tours, our Captain Cardo Dalisay, and me. Thank you for having us, and it was a pleasure having you. Once again, I'm Arianne, and I'm now signing off.